There is a show. There is a show. There is a show. We all love to go to RobLynn Live. RobLynn Live tonight. There are two hosts. They are the most. I gotta say, they're not too shabby. They ain't crappy. It's some RobLynn Live right now. Updates, panels, info, fun, variety talk show. It's the one, like on Passive. It's delicious. It's on Passilicious. You can get anything that you want at Ashton Forest Restaurant. There is a show. There is a show. It is the show we all love to go to. RobLynn Live. RobLynn Live right now. Yeah.
Host started recording.
Can't see your face.
Can't.
No, I just see this much. There we go. Hello, everybody.
Oh, hello, hello. A little bit of technical issues going on here between the Philippines and the United States and probably everywhere else on the globe. But we're here now, you're here now, and now we want to know one thing. Do you, RobLynn Live? I'm going to say it again. Do you, RobLynn Live? I know you do. I see all of you jumping on board right now. Woohoo! Dougie's already 20 on YouTube. That's just a warm-up. And let's see how many we got here. Stand by one, just out of curiosity. It is 36, that's 55, and we ain't hit a lick yet. Woo! Doggies, doggies, and more doggies. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Starting out with 55 is not too
shabby.
All right. And remember one thing. As RobLynn Livers, you can get anything that you want at Ashman Forest Restaurant.
That's right.
Cha-cha-cha. All right, today's day 613. That's 613 consecutive RobLynn Lives, which, from my count, that's we're approaching 700, so it won't be long.
Wow.
And we'll be at 2 years in August, so not too
shabby. It's just incredible when you think about it. Hard to imagine we've done over 600 shows. The time does fly.
Yes, it does. It's day 613. Today's the 28th day of April, 2024, and this is, without a doubt, in my estimation, one of the, if not the best nighttime chats on the planet. And always on O Connect, I might add. So those of you who aren't using O Connect, shame, shame, shame. You're not doing it the Ashman Far way. So hop on board, get yourself going on O Connect. If you need training, hey, OES Classroom. That's OES, Asia Pacific Classroom, every Tuesday at, let's see, 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So don't be one of those who doesn't know anything about O Connect, and there's a lot of that out there. Come on down, learn a little bit, and earn a little bit. What's wrong with that? Ain't a thing wrong with that in the whole wide world there, Jethro. All right, so let's get this shindig off and running. It's Sunday. It is Sunday, as we all know. And hopefully everybody had a good Sunday. And it's Monday in the Philippines. It's also Monday many other places, Israel, as well as overseas in the UK and parts of Europe. It's tomorrow already. So there you have it. Let's Talk Sunday. Let's talk RobLynn live. And Ollie.
Oh, Wonder Dog.
He's taking a short napster right now. And as we do every night, we have a topic. And our topic tonight in our series, and we're doing a series on appreciating cultural diversity. Tonight, appreciating cultural diversity through superstitions. Ooh, yeah. Check that background out. It's got a black cat walking across it and says Friday the 13th on the other side.
But not every culture will know what those things mean, but we'll explain it, right?
If I must.
It's
yes.
Every culture has different superstitions.
And we'll talk a little bit about that. There are different superstitions for different cultures. Mm-hmm. All right. That will be followed by, our discussion will be followed by community time, a bit of signing, and a song by the Tin Man. You know him as John Barilla, but he's also JJB Tin Man.
Yes, he is.
Oh, yeah, he's in the house. All right, now.
Very nice.
Let's, before we say a few hellos, let's pray for Ash and his lovely wife, Ashmahan, and their two boys, Omar and the chunky boy, Chunkster, who's not so chunky anymore, but he still likes those chocolate chip cookies out here. So say prayers for them and include in your prayers the support staff, the not marketing, the media staff, of course, but it's primarily the tech, media, and support staffs around the globe for their continued good health and safety. And if you would, please send out your love, light, and prayers to anyone you know or anyone you know of who may be suffering from an illness, an accident, just plain things not going their way. Send them a prayer, send them some love, send them some light. Please. All right. We have some announcements tonight. Should I hold off on announcements and we'll say a few howdies?
Yeah. I can say howdy to the people in the YouTube.
Go ahead, would you?
I see our moderators. First of all, I want to acknowledge them. I see Hard at Work right now, Michael Chetta. I also see Kushal Pegu. Let me see if anybody else. Just those two moderators are in there at the moment. Thank you very much. And I want to say hello to lots of our regulars are here. I want to say hi, first of all, to Chandan. He's always with us. Chandan Majumdar. And we've got Nagaraj Gosabi always with us as well. Hello to, oops, I clicked the wrong button. Let me go back. Okay, I'm back. What was I saying? Chandan, and hello to Narsaya Arigela. Welcome.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yeah, and hello to Baku Mondal. Baku Mondal. Angie Lynn in Kansas City is there. She says from Kansas, USA. She didn't say Kansas City. She's in Kansas. She's saying, hey, y'all. Welcome. And we got Maninja Jaiswal back with us again. How are you there? Thank you, thank you. Jose Lucio, always with us. Thank you so much. We got D.S. Nayak, a regular with us as well. Kim Mills from Nova Scotia is in the house. Hello to Frank Rowe. And hi to, I said Chandan Majumdar. Hello to Mohammed Angur Hossein. Thank you for joining us. Hello also to Kunjan Orsan. Kunjan Orsan. Thanks for joining us as well. Hello to Bamal Patel. And Jillian Hanna has hopped in. Hello. VJ's here. I hope you're doing well, VJ. I'm almost at the bottom here. Levi Mamabolo just joined us. Hi, Levi. And we got Diamond Mommy 18 saying, what's up? What's up with you? And Ramavatar. Chowdhury is with us. Hello, Rama Vatar. Hi to Ranjan Guda. Thank you for joining us. Claudette St. Charles is with us. Hi, Claudette. We also want to say hi to Mohananda Roy from Bangladesh. Welcome. Hello to Jerup Wahia. How are you? And hi to Amar Tehran. Welcome to our show. And let me see if I hit it. I'm almost at the bottom. Ram Kumar is with us. Hello, Ram. And Sarananda Das just popped in. He's in the webinar chat too. He's on both sides.
Didn't we just see him earlier today?
Oh yes, we did in Unpassive Future Internet Family. It was a very good webinar. Thank you, thank you, Sarananda and Bilal Chakraborty, who is the host. Thank you, thank you. I want to say hi to John Barilla, our moderator. He is now with us. Hello to Buneshwar. How are you? Welcome to our show. And Colonel Daniel Lee is with us. Hi, how are you? All right, that's it. I caught up.
All right, we got about 42 on OConnect. Let's say a few howdies. Isabel, hello to you. And Franz Marcelin, of course. Greg Miller. Michael Chatta is doing double duty there. Irena Stexala. Catherine is here. And let's see, Sitarami is here. And AJ is here. And let's see who else. Rajesh, he is here. Pit Yardar is here. Hello to you. And Juliana is here. She looks like she's here twice. And let's see, Venkatola is here. And it looks like Dawn Swihart is here. David Switzer, DL is here as well. And that's DL McConaughey, Pat Green, Frank Rowe, Carmela Schwartz, Rita Loteca, Lynette Meiton, Assis Das, of course. Arsad is here. Jennifer Drummond in the house. Melanie Marcano, of course. Sahadav is here. Shankar is here. Lois White is in the house. Nagaraj, as Lynn mentioned, is here, and he's doing double duty. Greg Lakin in the house. Hello, Greg. Pedro, Jose, Estrada, Saladas is in the house. Surrender Singh is here. Armin Hogue in the house. Sukumar Biswa is here. Ayola is here. John Barilla is here doing double duty. Patience is here. Sadananda Das, as I mentioned, and Angela Lalande. So there's 43 there and 27 there. Ooh, doggies. That's 43 and 27 is 70 any way you look at it. So with 70 others, I think we've got a quorum and a minion.
We'll get more because it's early for India and Bangladesh.
They'll be right along.
They'll be coming in.
All right. So there's our hellos for the evening so far. Just 2 or 3 days left of this OConnect 10-day extension, I might add. Migration without hesitation, of course. And once you've migrated, you know the drill. Sign the NDA and affiliate agreements. Check out the OnPassive newest website, s'il vous plaît. Check out the OnPassive YouTube channel, s'il vous plaît. Check out Mohammed Nazal and his X comments and blog. And you got a call?
Oh, your camera's off.
It was on a minute ago. Okay, let's try it again. And here's the camera once again. All right, I'm back. I never left, but I'm back anyway. Attend webinars and chats as time permits. Know of anyone needing OnPassive help? You know the drill. Remember, helping one helps us all. So subscribe to OConnect as we continue a few more announcements. If you haven't subscribed yet to OConnect, hop on one and OConnect of your choice and enjoy, s'il vous plaît. And that's the latest from the guy who thinks he's the greatest, which, not me. Tonight's topic will be a fun one with many years having gone by. with the first, what we call superstitions. Ooh. From many years gone by, superstitions have been around for time immemorial. Ollie's question of the evening is this. What, oh, excuse me 1 minute. Ollie's question of the evening is, have you any superstitions? And if so, what are they and why? Perfect example in the United States is baseball players put their cleats hanging up in their lockers a certain way. Are you one of those baseball players who does that?
I never heard of that.
Or are you one of those football players who runs on the field and then checks to see that you don't have your athletic supporter? No. I didn't mean to say that. Well, yeah, why not? Doesn't have your athletic supporter on? Well, if you put it on the way you do every game, it's not going to be a problem. So that's a superstition. Athletes have a couple of superstitions, and others in terms of the black cat who you see dancing across your screen. If a dark cat or a dark black cat crosses your screen or crosses in front of you, look out. That could mean bad luck. And we don't need any more bad luck than we've had.
Like Chris is showing, you see that black cat. If let's say that cat is crossing your path, oh boy.
Look out. It could be time for a little bit of bad luck. All right. So that's superstitions. We'll want to know what ones you have and what ones what they are and why.
It should be interesting because I'm sure every country has their own superstitions.
Oh, yeah, it's totally different everywhere.
It'll be fun and interesting. I can't wait.
All right. Superstitions are deeply rooted in many, many cultural traditions, okay, over the many, many years, and are a means of appreciating cultural diversity. Not everybody has the black cat situation. Not everybody has the don't go under a ladder. Otherwise, you're going to have bad luck. Or if you break a mirror, you're going to have bad luck. Well, right here, right now at On Passive, RobLynn Live, we've got no superstitions in play at the moment.
But I think it'd be interesting to ask people, what are the cultural superstitions, and do you believe in those superstitions? That's the part that would be interesting.
You don't have to believe in them, but you need to know about them. Yeah. So that's what we're here for tonight. Traditions and are a means of appreciating cultural diversity, of course. The heart of superstitions is a desire, get this now, a desire to understand the future and find comfort in fears and get a happy place or achieve happiness. Pretty cool stuff. And superstitions are a way of carrying on age-old traditions. Like I said about the baseball players, same thing. Like I should say about the student who comes to class and he wears a special hat. Well, he wears that hat for good luck. Well, that's a superstition. So we'll talk about that stuff in a few moments. All right. Yeah. Cultural origins and diversity. Let's talk a little about that. In North America, superstitions stem from religious beliefs, luck, and prosperity. And here are a couple of examples in South America. Sweeping a broom, now get this, sweeping a broom over one's feet is linked to preventing marriage. Oh, wow. You don't want to get married? Just sweep that broom right over your feet, and looks like superstition-wise, you won't be getting married.
That's funny.
And then there's another one, is eating 12 grapes, not 13 or 15. Eat 12 grapes at midnight on New Year's Eve, and it brings good luck in Latin America for the next year.
Wow, you better count carefully.
Yeah, don't do 13. That could be ugly. All right. Then there are the different Asian cultures, and Lynn knows a little something about Asian cultures, as does Francis Tay, as does Chris Tiazone. Such as in Hinduism and Chinese traditions. Get this. In Hindu, not cutting your hair and nails after sunset will keep us from being disrespectful with God. Had no idea about that. And In Chinese, eating noodles, get this, eating noodles on one's birthday represents longevity and a longer life. Nowhere but RobLynn Live do you get these nuggets.
It's because noodles are long, do you think? What's
Could
the
be.
reasoning behind it? That's going to be interesting too. When you share the superstition, if you know the background of the logic of that superstition, that would be interesting to tell us too.
And you can put those in the chat, whether it be the YouTube chat, whether it be the On Pass Vote Connect chat, or you can hop on as a panelist when we have community time. What do you think of that?
Sounds good.
All right. So the noodles represent longevity and longer life. And then, get this now, in the Middle Eastern countries and African cultures, they have superstitions too. These, I might add, are rooted in religious origins, such as the following. The belief in the evil eye. Ooh, somebody gives you the stink eye, which is thought to bring bad luck, but can be warded off with religious practices. So there's an anecdote.
And
so
that
to speak.
term, stink eye, is from Hawaii, right? Because I think
It is from Hawaii.
from specifically from, if you give someone the stink eye, that means you're giving them a glare or dirty look, right?
Yes, that's true. Now, in the USA and other parts of the globe, there are several that we know about. One I mentioned already, which is if you walk under an open ladder, you get bad luck for a year. If you break a mirror, let's say you're putting on your makeup, ladies, and for some reason the mirror slips and breaks, guess what? 7 years of bad luck.
Long time.
That could get ugly, ugly, and uglier. And then there is the black cat superstition. Yes, most of us around the globe know this. If a black cat crosses one's path, you're looking at a year of bad luck. Year of bad luck.
What about if you have a black cat as a pet and it's indoors? It's going to cross your path every day.
I would say that doesn't apply.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are.
I hope that doesn't stop people from adopting or keeping black cats. Poor black cats.
All right. All right. All right.
That's my commentary there.
All right. Thank you for that, Miss Nakamoto. All right. Well, that puts a wrap on our little bit of information about superstitions, cultural diversity. Now, in just a few minutes, we'd like to have as many of you as want to come to community time. Well, what's community time? That's where you, I say again, you, the attendee, get a chance to tell it like it is.
You're part of the panel. You get to express what you think. If you want to show your camera, you don't have to show your camera. But the main thing is you're interacting with everybody, and it's fun.
That's what we do at RobLynnLive.com. We interact, and that's a good thing. That's what makes us one great big movement, one great big family.
That's right.
All right, let me get rid of this, if I may. I have to move this to the side, which I'll do now. And I'll open this up to where I can move it there, and then I can get rid of it too. And then we'll open up our screen to the, as they say in the movies, to the big screen. And here we go. There we are. All right. Now, without further ado, let me explain how those of you who want to come to the panel can come to the panel, shall I?
Please do.
All righty, please do. Well, then I must. All right. Here's how it's done. Lynn will enable the make me a
speaker request.
It's called speaker request, right? I was going to call it something else.
Yeah,
it's a speaker request feature. She'll click on that button to enable that. It'll come on, and then on your screen, you'll see at the bottom a list of characters who are here. And off to the left, you'll see the little guy standing there with a, looks like a mic head. Now, it really looks like a speaker hanging out. And that speaker will be off to the right ear. And what do? Very easy. When Once Lynn has enabled this, all you have to do is click on it, and it brings you right to the panel. You don't pass go, you don't collect $200, none of that stuff. Brings you right to the panel.
And I have a feeling people are going to want to share the cultural superstitions they know of. I think it's going to be super cool tonight. Can't wait. Can't wait to hear people's opinions and their sharing. Because maybe even two people from the same culture, maybe they heard the superstition in a slightly different version of it. So that would be so super
Just
cool.
like with sign language, you have American sign, you have international signs.
No, there's country signs for every country.
Every country, right? That's what I meant by international.
That's right. Wow, we've got a very active webinar chat. Thank you, you guys. Lots of hellos, lots of love in the chat, and that's what we like to see. We appreciate you guys.
All right, let's see. It's 8:33. Are you ready to start doing the panel thing?
Are you guys ready to come into the panel?
Come on now. Our highest number has been 38 on the panel, which was 2 pages worth.
Wow.
Let's see what we can do tonight. So bring it, bring it, bring it. Let's go. Come on to the panel.
Come on down.
Sign for come on. Come on, come on, come on.
First to come in is Melanie, Mel Marcano.
Welcome, Mel.
And Melanie happens to have a beautiful black cat. And I know Melanie does not have any bad luck. That's just saying, Mel. Your black cat is good luck for you.
Exactly. Thank you, Lynn.
Welcome, Mel.
Hi,
All right, next we got Greg Hill coming in, and his hashtag is my Ferrari. So it sounds like Ferrari, but it's spelled MY4RE, which is a very cool hashtag, cool branding. Welcome, Greg.
And as more come on the panel, Lynn will post via screen share what the background is for those of you who want to join us on the panel.
Mr. Gift, Mr. Ferrari.
Welcome, Greg. Welcome, welcome.
And let's welcome John, JJB Tin Man.
The Tin Man's in the house. He's got, let's see, what did the Tin Man have? Heart? He had a heart, right? Yeah. John's got a heart.
He had, yeah, I think so. The lion, no, wasn't the lion a heart?
Yeah,
and the Tin Man was a brain, I think.
Yeah.
Was it a brain, John? He'll tell us. He knows that story well when he unmutes. Okay, in the meantime, let us welcome Pat Green from Kansas. Welcome, Pat Green. And here comes Greg Lakin. Hi, Greg.
Hi, welcome, Pat. Greg. Hi, Pat. Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. We're glad you're hopping on board. Thank you.
And hello to Patience.
Patience is in the house. Patience.
All right. Oseware coming in.
Oseware in the house.
And here comes Don Swihart and her husband, D.L. McConaughey.
All right, all right, all right. Good stuff. Come on down.
And I see Carmela, the Israeli Rose Schwartz, coming in right now. Hi, Don. Hi, Patience. Gotta make your camera a little adjusted so we see your face. Yeah, that's much better. Good to have you here. And look at Greg going with his finger spelling. Gustavo is here. Hi, Gustavo. Welcome.
Colombia.
Yeah. And we have Rita Loteca coming in.
Rita Loteca.
Here she comes. Hi, Pamela.
All right, all right, all right. There's enough people here now where you could share that background.
And we want to say hello to Armin Hogue.
Armin Hogue is in the house. All right.
All right. I'm going to do the file share. And as you know, I'm going to just place the image right here on your screen, the link to the image. All you got to do is click on it and you'll have the image right in front of you. All right, so you folks should have it right there on your screen. Click on it and you can, if you'd like to put your image in the background, your virtual background. And hi to David Switzer.
DS in the house from Kansas City, Kansas, or Kansas City, Missouri, home of the Kansas City Chiefs.
And hi, Greg.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. There's Dawn and DL.
Greg,
Welcome to you
Nathan,
kids
and
too.
DL.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, welcome.
Glad you're here. And let's see, it looks like you still got one or two more, right? Or no, is that everybody?
That's it for the moment, but the people will come in slowly. They'll pop in.
All righty then, here we go. Tonight we're talking one in a series. We're doing, I don't know, we may hit 10 or 12 series on this because it's all been fun. Appreciating cultural diversity. And tonight's topic with appreciating cultural diversity is superstitions. Superstitions. So chances are some of you out there, if not all of you, have a superstition, whether it's wearing your same pair of blue jeans, when you're out on the farm, or whether it's wearing the same tie to church every Sunday, or whether it's wearing your ball cap straight for some days and backwards for others. So there you have it.
It's going to be super cool to know the various superstitions around the globe. Alrighty.
Okay. Well, okay, as people come in to the panel, let us say welcome to you all. Thank you. And without further ado, I think we're going to see if there's any hands raised. And right off the bat, I mean right out of the chute, here comes the Tin Man. So stand by, Tin Man, one moment. And go ahead, Tin Man, and then we'll do Greg Hill. Tin Man, then Greg Hill. Go ahead, Tin Man.
Okay. Well, first of all, just a slight superstition that I happened to think of when I was hanging out in the chat there when you were talking about things like walking under ladders and things like that. I remember one from when I was a kid, and I don't remember who started it or whether it was kids in the neighborhood, but as we would walk along the street or walk down the sidewalk, you always had to be careful, and we would say, never step on a crack or you'll break your mother's back. Whatever that was about.
Oh, I hadn't heard that one.
But now here's the good thing. I have a couple. I hope you give me a minute or so, because superstitions in the theater. And I don't know necessarily that I follow every one, but let me just read you a couple because it's kind of interesting. And anyway, let me do that quickly. Okay. For example, old school actors require their flowers after the curtain call, not before the curtain call, claiming that a gift prior to the start causes a lackluster show. And then here's a couple now. I want to read these now. Nearly every theater has a single light that is left on at all times, generally referred to as a ghost light. While the main reason for this light is safety, so that no one ever is caught in a pitch black theater, superstition holds that this light is also there to ward off evil spirits or mischievous ghosts. Here's another one. Here's a biggie. This is a biggie too. William Shakespeare's play, Macbeth, is said to be cursed. So actors, including myself, avoid saying its name when in the theater. Now, the euphemism, the Scottish play, actors also avoid even quoting any lines. Well, in other words, we use the euphemism. If we ever refer to Macbeth, we can't say Macbeth in the theater. We have to say the Scottish play. That's what I meant. Actors also avoid even quoting the lines from Macbeth before particularly the witches scene. And here's something that happens. If you do that, or if you whistle backstage or in the dressing rooms, either say the word Macbeth or whistle backstage in the theater, you have to go outside of the dressing room door, turn around in a circle, and say merde, which I don't know if you know what that means, but that's a French word for something that I won't say because we don't want to curse here. So you have to do that. And I think there might be one more here. Let me just look real quickly. Well, you don't want to have 3 candles lit on a stage because that brings bad luck. Superstition is that the person who stands closest to the shortest candle will be the next person to either get married or die. And now here's a big one that I'll just end. I'll just end it up with this one if I can find it real quickly. Well, anyway. Anyway, it's about the tradition of why we say break a leg, because it's bad luck to wish someone good luck before their performance. You always say break a leg for good luck. You don't say the word good luck. And here's the thing, that comes from the legs of the curtains on the sides of the stage that every theater has during, when you have the curtains up, there's always these side curtains, these side legs. And in the old days, they're not the stars, the people who had no lines or the extra people in the show, they never got beyond those legs. They always had to stand behind those legs, so that you would say break a leg to wish them that someday they'll get beyond that leg and have good luck and be big time performers. So there's my superstitions in the theater. I'll just throw those at you. Thank you.
All right, thank you. JJB Tin Man, will you be singing tonight?
Yes, I will be.
All right, very good. Let's go to Dawn and DL, please. Next. Oh, excuse me. Let's go to Greg. We better go to Greg Hill. I think he was next, and then Dawn and DL. Go ahead, Greg.
Sorry, it's ladies before gentlemen, and that's the way it's going to be.
Dawn, go ahead. Dawn and DL.
I remember as a child, my grandma was very strict about anybody opening the umbrella inside the house. Because it was
bad luck.
Bring bad luck for the house. And then another thing too, we used to fight over the wishbone from the turkey at Thanksgiving. Who's going to break it and who's going to get the short end and who's going to get the long end. And if you get the short end, you're going to get bad luck. And that was always a silly thing as a kid, but we always fought over it. What did you want to?
Yeah, in north of Scotland, there's a tradition or superstition, I should say, actually, that the fishermen on the way to their boats, if a minister passed them, they would consider that bad luck. So, no kidding. I thought that was hilarious, but that's true. That's a north. How you pronounce it, the Hebrides, north of Scotland. But they if a minister passed them on the way to the boats, they considered that bad omen.
Oh.
Good stuff, good stuff. We'll be talking more in detail about these because we want to know if each and every one of you have any specific ones, and we'll talk about that in a little bit.
And if you know the derivation of that superstition, how did it come to be? That's interesting too.
All right, let's go to Double Mel. Hello, Mel.
Hi, Rob.
Hi, Mel.
Sorry about that. The mic keep closing itself on me. Hi, Rob. Hi, Lynn. Good night. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. One of the superstitions, I don't know if you all know that, but they say when you burn rice a lot, when you're cooking rice and it burns a lot, that means you're calling for a wedding, a marriage for yourself. I don't know how true that is, but that's what they keep saying. You burn the rice again, you're calling for a wedding. The other one is my mom and them used to tell us, don't sweep after midnight. Like never sweep, use a broom after midnight. I'm not sure if it's related to witches but we used to be afraid to be sweeping, but I clean my place. After 2 a.m, if I have to sweep, I sweep, The other one, I know there's lots of them, but there's one when a baby is born back home, my mom and them would put it's a blue, a little blue string around their feet, their little tiny feet, and that's to prevent any harm to them, harm from people. They would not let the people touch them until they're strong enough. And I know some cultures around, maybe Camilla would attest, because I know in my Iranian friend think the same way. They have a little blue string that they would tie around with beads. There's some beads around them. And there's so many more, but these are the 3 that I can talk of right now.
We're going to be talking more of them because there are literally thousands of superstitions. So,
And Rita kept raising her hand, so she's in agreement with Mel. Maybe we could hear from Rita.
Rita, okay, let's go.
We'll have Rita talk now.
All right, we'll go Rita since she's bouncing around and ready to speak, and then we'll go to Gustavo. Go ahead, Rita. Loteca.
Hello, happy Sunday and good evening, good morning, wherever you are. So, one of our superstition is owl. The bird you call it owl, right? OWL. Owl.
Oh, the owl, yeah.
Yeah. For us, it's a very bad luck, especially if it comes to your house, if it just flying and landed in your house, that means somebody will die. So that is the concept that we have every culture. So whenever they see it, they will kill it. They have to kill it. And if it comes like during daytime, you say that okay, it's kind of like bringing a good news. But if it comes at night and it start woo, that means it's a bad luck. The other tribe is not only owl, but they have a bird that, for example, if I have anything against somebody and really I hate that person, like kind of a rain, like they will send a bird. And they have people that understand that kind of a talk. If you have the elder person, then this person have to go out and talk, like start cursing and so, and then the bird will run. That is the things that up to today we still have it. And if they know that you are from that tribe, don't ever have any problem with that person, with that tribe, because something, if they're really into it, they will send you that bird and you don't want to have it. That is kind of a witch that they have. But yeah, there is a lot. We will talk about it later. Thank you.
Sounds good, Rita.
Thank you.
That thing about the owl, I'd never heard that.
Poor owls. The owls should stay away so they don't have to get killed.
Let's now move over to Colombia and Gustavo. You got any any superstitions in your neighborhood?
Sorry, are you talking to me?
Oh,
No, I was talking with Gustavo.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Rita.
Thanks, Rita. Gustavo, are you able to unmute? Go ahead, sir.
While we wait, can we?
Okay. Sorry.
One moment. Un momento, senor. We want to say thank you to Francis Tay for that super sticker. Thank you very much, Francis. We love you, brother.
Thank you, Francis.
Thank you. All right, let's now go to Gustavo. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Rob. Big greetings, a big hug to all of you. A love to you. Well, here in Colombia exists, if I few ones that I know. Never I have any never this kind of thinkings because I only just follow my Lord. So, but here in Colombia, for example, the 31st of December, after the first seconds, they have to dress underwears, yellow underwear, and have to go around 4 times their homes. So if they do that, that year will go to be a very big financial good news.
Now, did you say the word underwear? So if I have to walk around in my underwear?
It has to be yellow. If
you underwear?
Yeah, but
wait a minute.
I don't think you have to wear underwear. Everybody sees it. You can wear pants or shorts or a dress, but under your
underwear. But you have to dress it. How you say it? If you are in jeans, you have to put the underwear above. Yeah, I don't know how to say in English.
Over your jeans.
That everybody see that you have that.
Oh, I get it.
Yes.
What did I just miss?
Okay, so like if you're wearing jeans or pants, your underwear has to go over your pants.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. So you have to. It's yellow underwear. You said? Did I hear that right? Yellow.
Yes, and
What
the
Well, what if I
people
don't
buy
have yellow?
that. It's
what
the
culture is
big
that?
business.
What culture
Excuse
is
me?
it? What culture is that, Gustavo?
Well, that is here in Colombia, no? Yeah,
Colombia. Okay,
in
right.
Colombia, yes. So that is have to be yellow, and it's the big business here because everybody go and buy that yellow underwear. So they have to walk around 4 times, and then if you do that, then you will go to have a very good news, financial good news that year.
Well, it's
That is
good. It's good for the underwear industry because everybody's going to be buying underwear.
Do you have yellow underwear?
No,
Well, neither. Well, I don't think I do. We're in deep doo
it's
doo
not
here.
a common color to wear. It's underwear.
I never did it, but it's just so funny because the people really think that it will go to be that, and they go before this is weeks before they buy, and then sometimes in the last days you don't find any yellow underwear.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well,
So that
thank
this
you.
is a big
Any
business.
others that you have right off your top of your head, Gustavo, other than yellow?
Oh my God! The next year I will go to do it, but I will go to be in Germany, so I don't think so because then I will go to take some eggs in my head, so I will not go to do that.
All right. Sounds good. Greg Hill, I saw your hand. Was that your hand I saw? Greg Hill,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to pull off DL's suspicion, which was about fisherman stuff. And I did some commercial fishing in my younger years. I actually fished out in Noyes Island out southeast Alaska on a 65-foot purseine boat, a fishing boat. And I fished in here in the summer times. But anyway, yes, fishermen are very suspicious. They have a lot of superstitions. And I'll give you one that I thought was pretty funny. And that was the first time I ever went up to southeast Alaska fishing it's out of Ketchikan, about oh, 8 hours out of Ketchikan on a place called Noyes Island, which is basically on the edge of the Bering Sea, which is pretty dramatic fishing times. But we fished off a place called the Point, and when we made our first set, and we brought our fish in, we were fishing for salmon. We brought our the fish on board. The first fish that hit the deck, the captain was on the deck down there behind with us on the boat, and he grabbed the fish that he saw that was first, and he would give it a big kiss, and then keep the fish, and then he'd actually take that fish and tie the fish to the stay. That's the front stay on the boat, which holds the mast and a lot of other things. They have so anyway. That was the tradition: to kiss the fish, and he saved the fish for later on. And that later on was tradition. First, you got superstition, and then you have tradition with that fish, and that was the captain. They weren't usually married. A lot of them weren't married, so they'd take that fish in to the village, and they would trade that fish for a romantic night, let's say. With
Yeah, this is a G-rated show, so let's keep it at wrong.
And that's what I can say for now. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Greg. Oh my goodness, back to Mel Marcano. Mel.
There are so many nice superstitions. When we were younger, we used to play, everybody probably know marble hole, where you would pitch that marble in the hole as a little game, like for young people, like when we were in middle school. So after playing that marble hole, or they have, you know what jumping jacks are, right? The little jacks. You use the marble and then you pick up the jacks. I think you know what that is. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so we used to use either stones or the jacks or the marbles. So when it's about after 6, our parents would call out to us and says, if you don't stop playing with these those marbles, especially the stones, then you know how they call those people, the jutsi people, the zombies or whatever they call them, would come after you. So what we used to do as young children, we'd stand in one spot, we'd throw one of the stones behind us, and we'd say the devil behind us, and then the other stone we throw at the front, saying that, oh, God is with us, So we do it until the last stone is thrown, because we are thinking that they're going to come after us, after 6 p.m. at night. So that was one of the superstition as little children, but that never happened. But it's just, the older people telling you that that's what will happen. And then crossing the grave at night, at 12 after midnight.
Wait a minute, going past,
Yeah.
is that on Halloween or just any time?
No, anytime. So one day, myself, my friend, and her niece and nephew, still young, we're crossing the grave. I'm in my white tight jean skirt, and there goes. They started telling stories about, oh, the dead person is after you. And so I was coward as a young person. So I started running, and they are already way ahead of me. So I'm asking them to wait. Guess what? The same grave that I was afraid of, where they thought somebody would come up and come after you, that's the same grave I fell on. I fell and hurt myself so bad, And after that, I was okay. I wasn't coward anymore. But, it's superstition, what they put in your head and what they make you believe and thinking it's true, but it's not. I hurt myself on the same grave that I was afraid of that night.
Oh, oh. And
Yeah.
then you realized that you were fine and you're still
Yeah.
alive. So that was good.
Yeah.
Hi, Gianna. Welcome, Gianna.
Good evening, namaskar, namaste all. Love you all, love you all.
We want to hear from you as well, Gianna, about superstitions. I'm sure there are superstitions you're going to want to tell us about.
Yeah, ma'am. Last 4 day I was suffering by cough. I get a cold, so that's why I attend here half an hour late today and yesterday also. So still now I have a cough in my chest and throat is a pain. When I talking, still now I have a cough. Sorry.
Prayers for
Thank
you.
you. Blessing to me, you all. Prayer to me for me. Thank you. Love you all.
We hope you get better.
Yeah. Thank you. Love you all.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Okay, now we go on to, I believe, Patience has her hand up.
Yes,
Go for it, Patience.
Hi, everyone. So, the superstition that I'll talk about is in Africa, Ghana, we have if you are taking a shower and you are singing, they will tell you one of your parents will die. So, when you get to the shower, you don't have to sing because meaning that the lather or the foam, the soap will get into your mouth, which is not good for you. If they tell you that, you ignore it. So they'll just tell you your parents will die. And the second thing is having an itchy left hand. That means you'll be getting money. But it worked so well for my grandmother. Anytime she says she's having an itchy left hand, trust me, she will get her money. People from nowhere will give her money.
Okay, my left hand is never itchy. That's a bad sign.
You will never get money.
Okay, we're bringing in Deborah Lam. And we also want to welcome Franz Marcelin just came in. And Sitaram Sarkar just came in. Pedro is having trouble, so he keeps coming back in again. I hope he can stay in. Poor Pedro. And I think that's it. You have any more superstitions? Or is that it? Okay. Next we have Rita Loteka.
Yeah, I'm coming with another one, just maybe opposite of what Patient said. Ours is like when you have a shoes, like left is dad and right is mom. For example, if your left shoes turn like upside down, that means your dad will die, or your one of the parents, like if it is left, or like what kind of a shoes that, if it is left or right. So when you see it, you have to run very fast and just flip it because you don't want one of them to die, right? And yeah, so this is like, yours is about taking shower and singing, but ours is about shoes. And there is another one that I was gonna talk. Okay, so there is another one also, like when you are still like teenagers, not teenagers, in the age of married, also related to a bird. We have a certain bird. When the bird is just like, if you see the bird and you will ask, what country, or maybe like between north, south, and east, what direction that my husband is gonna come from. So, like if it is by mistake or they really mean it, when the bird turn the other side, then you say, oh, my husband is gonna come from west. So somebody from western is the one gonna come and marry me. So this is one of another superstition. Thank you.
Thank you. So interesting. I love it. I love it. All right, we got Greg, and then followed by Carmela, and then Dawn. So
I'm
again,
writing them down now. Greg, Carmela, and Dawn.
Dawn.
Got it. Go
Okay,
ahead,
so
Greg.
like I said, ladies first, and then I'll go after Carmela.
All right, Carmela, bring it from Israel. Any superstitions?
Oh,
Maybe.
Did she get booted? Oh, there
she is. Go ahead, Carmela.
If you lose something, you take a cup and you open it on the table, then you'll find what you lost.
What?
Say it again.
Say that again.
I couldn't hear it. One more.
If you lost something, if for example you have a key and you don't know where is the key, you take a cup and you open it on your table, and then you find it.
So all I have to do when I put the keys in the refrigerator is put a cup on the table, and I'm going to find the keys?
Yes, this is the superstition,
I wish it was that easy. I would love if that really works. I could use that trick.
I'm on that one. I'm writing that one down. That's good. That's good. Any others that you can think of, Carmel?
Any more, Carmela?
My grandmother taught me.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, I've got one, I guess. This also comes from my grandmother, Grandma Mary. She said when someone moves into either their first house or their new house or new apartment or new condominium, you always must bring them a loaf of rye bread. I don't know where that came from. Rye bread and sugar. Rye bread and sugar. Well, I've made that a tradition now because I'm superstitious. If I don't, maybe the kids won't have good luck. So each time one of my 6 kids has moved into their new dwelling, I've come up with a loaf of rye bread and and sugar. So I guess they're all in the clear because they've all had pretty good luck. So it does happen. Go ahead, Carmela. You wanted to finish up? Sorry.
Garlic in the front of the house when we moved to a new house.
Wait a minute, you put garlic in the front of the house?
Yes, also superstition.
What does that do? What does the garlic do?
The smell it's the bad people outside.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, smell will do you in right there. Garlic. All right, Carmela, I'm going to move this thinkingness away, and we'll go now to Greg.
Okay, so nice backdrop you have, Carmela. So
hey, there's a couple of familiar folks.
Yeah, Francis Day. And so I'm going to bring a tradition in that I learned from my wife from Japan. And one day we were walking down the street in her city, and actually a hearse comes by with a body in it, and she's grabbed my hand and said, "Please put your thumb inside of your hand like this, so you hide your thumbs." And I said, "Why? What's going on with that?" And she said, "You're hiding your mom and your dad from dying. So do that now, please." So I did, of course, but whatever. That's what they do. If they see if you see a hearse coming by and you're supposed to hide your thumbs. That's your parents from
Interesting.
from dying.
Well, my parents are gone, so I guess I can remove the thumb now. But
Yeah.
that's interesting. Thank you, Greg. We're over to Dawn and then Mel. Dawn, go ahead, please. And then Gustavo.
I can remember hearing that if you spill salt, you need to pick some of the salt up and throw over your left shoulder. And that's where the devil sets, I guess, is on your left shoulder, and that gets rid of the devil. And then there's a rabbit foot. I don't know if any of you had a rabbit foot. I remember having a rabbit foot as a kid. It was on a little chain, but that was always for good luck. And then if a ladybug lands on you, you're going to have good luck. So,
do roaches count?
I don't know about roaches. I think ladybugs are a little prettier. So,
yeah, I don't think roaches count. You know, in New York, we used to have a huge problem. Well, you know, still have a problem, but I don't. But with roaches, and believe me, it doesn't bring you good luck if you got like a house full of roaches. Ugh, it's the worst thing you can think of.
Sorry, I brought it up because one just went running across in front of me here in the studio. I had no idea this was going to be as good a topic as it is tonight. We're having some fun.
I knew
We're
it.
learning some. Oh, of course you did.
I knew it because I said it's going to be a fun night. Remember, I said it's going to be fun.
I don't remember that far back.
Oh, okay.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Oh, goodness. Let's go to Dawn, Mel, and Gustavo. Dawn, go ahead. Or DL. Hello.
I was all finished.
Oh, you were finished. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I'm sure you're going to think of another one.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
All right. Let's go now to Mel. Go ahead, Mel.
Yes, Rob. I just wanted to tell Camilla the garlic. I'm sure I saw it here too in Canada. If you hang a bunch of garlic, it's to drive away, it's to ward off evil, as they said, in your window. Because you walk around and you see people with garlic, a bunch of garlic hanging in the window, it is to ward off, bad things, evil. The other one is if you're going for an interview, you throw a little bit of salt. I think you throw the dash of salt before you and some alcohol, spirit, white alcohol in front of for good luck, for success at the interview. That's another superstition. And the other one is, I bet you guys did that. So two dogs are mating, and then you call the other person and you said, let's hold. It's like you're making a hook. You're keeping your hand, in the form of a hook, and it prevents the dog from doing what they're doing. I don't know if you guys seen, but it works. That one works for sure.
I've heard that before in Ghana too.
Put the other one hand, and then you say, let's keep it as long as we can, and it prevents them. So that superstition does work. Sorry.
All right. So superstitions can actually be very helpful if we think about it, because if we're careful on what we do and don't do those things that are going to create negativity or anything negative, we're in the clear. So I'm learning that tonight, because I had a tradition when I was in college that I would always carry my backpack on my left shoulder. Why I did that, I have no idea. But the one time, and I remember, this is 1970, 50, 54 years ago when I was a senior in college. For whatever reason, I threw my backpack on my left shoulder, and when I threw it on my shoulder, it went up and over the railing and 3 floors down. So there must be something to that. There must be something to that tradition. What it is, I don't know, but that actually happened. God, I can't believe I remember that 54 years ago, but it did happen. And fortunately, I didn't have anything in the bag other than some books and papers. So let's now go to Pat Green, please. Pat, bring it.
About black cats walking in front of you and you'll have bad luck. I heard from somewhere that that came from witchcraft, that they believed that black cats were their familiar spirits. So that was their partners or whatever. So I think that's where um, that saying came from, that if a black cat crosses your path, you're going to have bad luck. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I can believe that. You know, I did a little research on that kind of thing, superstitions, and ones that, to me, they were a little bit strange. And in doing the research, I find that a lot of it comes from witchcraft, a lot of superstitions, religion, witchcraft, traditions. So, you know, that's the big three, I guess, where tradition, you know, where they come from. So, witchcraft, oh boy. Yellow underwear and witchcraft in one night. I don't know. Okay.
I was wondering too, Carmela, did you have a antidote when you find a towel in your refrigerator, where you can go to find your towels? You know, you said if you misplace your keys, take a cup and turn it over. What do you do if you place a towel in the refrigerator and can't find one?
That could get ugly too. So here we go. We got yellow underwear. We got owls.
Strange, you know. If we are logical persons, we understand that it's stupid. And we don't do that.
I hate to break it to you there, Schwartzy, but there's not a lot of logic out here.
Oh,
I think I'm gonna leave that alone.
When she said, if you believe you're stupid, I had to laugh when she said.
I'll mention that to my witch the next time I see her. Oh goodness gracious. Let's go to Rita, and then Patience, and then Pedro for now.
And don't forget Pat Green.
Okay, I have another one. If it happens that one of you go to Africa, to Sudan, South Sudan, and you find that there is a palm tree, like, you know, the leaves that was tied at the door, that means any woman who gave a birth, because there is a woman there, like she gave a birth and the baby is still small. So if you are coming for visit and you have a child that died before when it's a baby, so you are not supposed to go in there. It's a bad luck. So that is a sign that means don't come in, because it's a bad luck. That is one. Number two, the other superstition is during Easter time, the day before Easter on Saturday, they say that, you know, what you guys are celebrating here in North America as a Halloween day, for us is during Easter time, that this ghost, and so they are coming to the house, and if they don't find, like, they have to take what do you call it, charcoal ash, and then they will take it and put it around the house, and they put a cross at the door. That means if they come, they see the cross, they will be like, it will burn them, and they will not come to your house. That is number two. The third one is I have the third one, but okay, I forgot the third one, but it was funny. Thank you.
All right, well, don't go away. I'm sure we'll hear from you again as we go. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Patience, we heard from, I guess we have Pedro, Franz, Gustavo. Yes. Oh, actually, we had, Yeah, if we could do it in that order, that'd be good. Pedro, go ahead, and then France and Gustavo, please.
Yeah, I heard a lot of the things, and they are funny. In the past, I used to be influenced by that. Of course, doing research on the scriptures. When I became a Bible reader, I got rid of all of them. I used to hear the black cat, and to an extent, I believed it before that. That going under the ladder, I did believe that, but until I did some construction work and says, yeah, that's bad luck, because if there is paint up on the ladder and you're going down, it might fall on your head. So it was, to me, learning from the scriptures, and I invite you to look it up. And Rob said that he comes from witchery, all these superstitions, and that's exactly right. So Isaiah 65:11, that put it to rest. I never believe in anything. Nobody, it doesn't matter where it comes from, whether it's Africa or England. England was big in witchery for a time. Wherever it comes from, it does not bother me. Bad spirits or going to places where it's dark or all this, I used to be petrified going to certain places. Not anymore. So it's a good way to break it, because you are free.
Right.
You know where it's coming from. I'm not gonna even be inviting them to come around me, because bad spirits are all around us, based on the Bible. Revelation 12:12. They are all around us. So we have to kind of ignore them and don't do the things that they like. They like to fool you. They like to live in the lie. They exist, but as long as you're not messing with them, they will not mess with you. They cannot mess with you. So that's my input. But I used to believe in superstitions.
That's really
I
interesting.
enjoy all the ones that they're being told, for sure.
This has been fun so far. I think it's going to get even more fun. I won't say the word funner, but my granddaughter says funner. Unbelievable.
Let me take a quick peek into the chat. I have a feeling some people might have shared their opinions. Jillian says black cats and all cats and kittens are cute. I guess in reference to the black cat crossing her path being bad luck. Frank Rose says, how about not passing on a chain letter? I've been watching the Andy Griffith show, LOL. That's right. When you get a chain letter, there's that pressure that you need to pass it on, or you're gonna, if you break the chain letter by not passing it on, you'll have bad luck. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you guys have heard of that, right? If you've heard of it, nod. I want to see if you've also heard that you don't stop the chain letter. You must keep it going. Yeah? All right. Let's see. Let me keep the chat. Let me keep checking.
All right. Check a little more while you're checking the chat. Let's go to France, please. France.
Hello, everyone. I remember as a kid, one superstition that we believed in was that whenever you have a guest come to your house, and most of the guests come to see my parents, and sometimes they sit down and talk for hours, and people used to say, if you want them to leave, especially if it's like dinner time or if it's bedtime for us, and then they sit there for a while and keep talking. And we used to put like salt underneath the guest chair. So they say that if you put salt underneath their chair, so they will leave. So we used to do that. And sometimes 5 minutes later, or 10 minutes later, the person left.
That's a good one.
That's a funny one, actually. Angela Laland in the chat, she says, crows are supposed to be bad luck. Also, if you eat something green during New Year's, prosperity will come to you. I never heard of that one. That's interesting.
That is. Oh man.
And Isabel Bailey says, Don, your superstitions are so much like the Portuguese superstitions. That's interesting. Armin Hogue says, bay leaves two or three placed in every corner of each room and in all cupboards in the kitchen. Under the sink cupboard will keep cockroaches away as they hate the smell. It's a Jamaican family secret passed on to me. And Isabel says black cat is good luck in various cultures. That's interesting. And Juliana Mbambo says men wearing a hat indoors brings bad luck. That's a superstition.
Okay, I took the hat off.
And Frank Rose says you create your own bad luck. There is nothing that you can do that can cause you to have bad luck. It's all in your mind because you believe it.
All right. Well, I got one. I don't know if this is superstition or tradition, but my father, God rest his soul, if we'd have a group of people over, they'd be playing bridge or canasta, something like that, any card game or mahjong with my mom. If my dad was tired of these people being there, he'd come out in his underwear. He'd come right out into the living room. He'd come out. It didn't matter. He'd have no shirt on. He was in very good physical shape, but he'd come out and he'd have his boxer shorts on. I remember they're white. They were, this is crazy, white jockeys. He'd come out with these white jockeys. Oh my goodness. And people left. It didn't take long. I don't once or twice, and my dad comes out there parading his he didn't parade his privates, but close enough.
That
And
was yellow underwear, right?
Yellow underwear. Yeah.
He didn't need to have yellow. Hell, the white did the trick. Unbelievable. All right, let's. I think we're going back to Gustavo and then over to Mel. And let me check the list. Let's go, Gustavo. You're on, buddy.
Really, I just laugh all the superstitions that I heard. Is really funny. But my thing is this: if we see more deeply, is this how with these superstitions created by humanity, they'll manage minds, no? And we believe it. So, for example, the poor black cats. She's so cute, cats, and they have the bad. I don't know how to say the bad value of the poor cats, the poor black cats.
They have a bad name. Yeah, bad name. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
They have a bad name.
They get a bad rap.
Yeah, bad.
They are so lovely and so cute, and this is because they born black.
And I wonder if when there are more black cats in shelters, animal shelters that other colors. I'm wondering if it's harder to get them adopted.
Yeah, and that is the point here. Now, is as Pedro explained it also, is that look at in the more deeply point in our minds is that the humanity how create these negative things that is only just the people believe it and follow, and sometimes we don't do or don't do any step because of that, whatever. So in my point of view is this is only just for me wash minds, how created and look the culture, no? That is in one place we see that this is a good luck to the black cats. So it is only just managed minds in humanity. So, in my point of view,
in Israel, well, not Israel. Let's call it in Vatican City, where most of us used to be from, according to On Passive. I doubt if there's a lot of yellow underwear roaming around there. All right, finish up, Gustavo, and then we'll move on. We've got about 4 more ahead coming next. So go ahead.
Not just to say that we have to. It's only just to put our eyes and on our soul, the spirit to the Lord, and then we don't have to be afraid of nothing. Always we will go to be blessed.
All right. Good thought there for sure. Let's go back to Mel, Patience, Dawn, and Carmela. Mel?
Thank you, Rob. I still love my black cat. I almost did not get it because of all of the the ill feelings about black cats, but this is such a humble cat, sweet cat. So I'll go with black anytime. um, the last two, well, the last one I'm going to talk about is the birds. Somebody mentioned birds earlier, like the hawk, but it's not the hawk. They said if a bird comes to your window with the beak or the front, their beak, right, facing inwards, expect a stranger. And that superstition, it happens. If the bird turns its back towards the window, it's bad luck. I'm not sure what the bad luck is, but that's what that superstition is. The head is facing in, you expect a stranger. The back facing towards the window is something different, opposite. I'm not sure what the opposite part is. So that was the last superstition.
All right, thanks, Mel.
You're
Let's go to
welcome.
Patience next, please. Patience.
So my next one is when somebody is whistling at night because of the noise. Yes, you're not supposed to whistle at night because they think it attracts evil spirits and the ghosts. Yeah. So if they catch you whistling at night, you will have a sleepless night because you'll be thinking the ghost will be attacking you.
Wow. Thank you, Patience.
You're welcome.
And here's one here's a little superstition I may have. Tonight, because I have no half and half, I'm drinking black coffee. Black coffee. Well, I had to spice it up a little with some stevia because I had no cream. I'm just wondering if I've now created a superstition that every night now I got my hat off and now I'm drinking black coffee. I don't know. I think I'm going backwards here superstition wise. So I'm going to have to find a way around that. So,
ooh, Rob, you're gonna have black hair in the morning.
what am I going to have in the morning?
Lots of black hair on your head. I'm just kidding.
I wish I had black hair anywhere on my body. It's all gray. Being so old. But oh my goodness, where are we going next? We're going to Dawn. Let's go to Dawn. Straighten us out on these superstitions, Dawn, or DL.
Now, when you were talking about hats, I grew up in an era where, it was the late 40s, early 50s, and my dad always wore a hat. He was very much a gentleman. But when he would go in the house, it would always hang on the rack. There was always racks where you would put your hats. And even in church, I can remember him coming into church, there would be hooks there for the men to hang their hats. And I don't think it has anything to do with being superstitious. I think it's more with being polite, because it's easier to talk to somebody without a hat on than with a hat on. If you think about it, because it kind of hides their face a little bit. And but it was always a very traditional thing that I grew up with, is when the men come in the house, they would hang their hat up in the hat rack. And my boys a couple of times tried to sit at my table with their ball caps on, and I said, no way, you take those hats off at the table. I want to see your face when I talk to you. So that was always a rule in the house.
I'm in deep trouble. I for whatever reason, and I've done this in fairly nice restaurants, I'll keep my hat on, and it probably should take the ball cap off. It's one thing if you're, let's say, at a religious thing. If, for example, Pesach at Chabad House, everybody has obviously their yarmulkes on, which is called, it's a skull cap. It looks kind of like a beanie. But that's the only hats that are allowed. And so I better pay a closer attention to superstition. I could be going south on all this stuff. So,
well, but I don't think they really say too much about hats anymore. Not like they used to. The world has changed. It's really changed. But I just thought that was quite interesting growing up with it like that. And
well,
my dad always
wear yellow underwear. I guarantee you the world's changing. Guarantee it.
Anyways, I'll let you go on to someone else.
All right. I keep getting in trouble. Carmela, bring it.
I don't know if it's superstition or not, but people believe that if you wear this, you see that? It's a hand.
Yes.
Do you see it?
No. Not yet.
Wait. You see the hands?
It's a hand. Yeah, HAND.
Yeah, I see it.
Jewelry.
Yeah.
So many people use these hands in front of their house. It keep you from evil, from bad eye, and they wear it as a jewelry also.
And what does that
You find
mean?
it a lot in the. It keep you from evil away.
It keeps evil away.
Yes, keep evil away from you.
I see. Interesting.
All right. Well, the guy's been quiet so far. Go ahead. Go ahead,
So
Carmela.
they put this and they put a blue eyes. You have it in Turkish. They put a blue eye. It's on in front of the house too.
Blue eye.
It's nice to put it, but it's also tradition that it's keep you away, evil away from you.
Keep evil away.
Okay.
Well.
Yes.
All right. All right. Let's go to. I know he may not be ready to speak, but let's go to see through Francis. Francis, you got any superstitions?
Good morning. Good morning. I just want to check ask the ChatGPT. Do you know any Chinese ChatGPT? Because my friend said that eating noodles have a long life. You know?
The noodles, right? If you eat long noodles, you're supposed to live long. I've read that.
Oh, good, good. Anyway, the world has changed, but the devil is still the same. Huh? They will come and give you some fear, some,
Then I will be in trouble because I've never eaten noodle before.
Yeah, the best thing is follow what our brother Pedro has said. Believe the Bible, believe the Lord. The blood of Jesus will cleanse you from the evil one. Anyway, I have a long list. If you talk about Chinese culture or Chinese superstitions, the one that I just recently learned is that if someone passed away, or let's say my loved one passed away, I should not visit somebody's home within the 100 days. In the 100 days, you should not visit your friends or even your relative or even wedding. When my late wife passed away, my cousin get married and I was not invited. Then I was asking why I was not invited. It's like, because you are within the 100 days, you haven't finished yet. You know, so it's just superstitious. The most common superstitious in Asia, or especially the Chinese, and also people in Hong Kong, is the words number 4, 14, 24, 44. You know, because the pronunciation when you say in Chinese is deaf. Number 4 is deaf. When you pronounce it, you know, it's deaf. Like when you have a sign language, you know, all this refer to 4 is deaf. So even the army, the military, they would never put the battalion, the 4th battalion. Therefore, they put it D, Delta D battalion. So you have battalion 1, battalion 2, 3. Then number 4, they change to D. Delta battalion, and they go to number 5, number 6. You know, so even the military also believe in this superstitious of number. You know, but the other number that is a happy number is number 8 for the Chinese, because when they pronounce, it's good luck. Okay? Number 8. So number 8, number 18, number 28, number 48, all the words is pronounced as a, good luck. 18 is sure luck. 28 is easy luck. Right. Then you have 48 super luck. And the way you pronounce. So these people bring down from the ancient of days. Bring down this pronunciation, the way you call it. So they take on to the new generation. Right? So of course we have to adjust our culture. For example, Chinese New Year, on the eve of Chinese New Year, I think some of you may have. On the eve of Chinese New Year, we sweep everything, sweep, and then on the midnight we keep the broom, right? Because the broom have a birthday on Chinese New Year. Never touch a broom, because the broom will sweep away the luck, right? You will touch the broom, sweep away the luck. So what happened? Today you have a new generation of technology, and they ask the parents, how about the vacuum cleaner? Can we use a vacuum cleaner to clean the house? And then the old folks say, oh, vacuum cleaner is allowed. Why is it allowed? Because the vacuum suck in the luck, suck in, bring back the luck. So all this tradition can also have a new version, or updated version. So it's crazy. And the last one I have this
Good.
The ghost month. We have a ghost month in Chinese culture. Once a year we have a ghost month, which goes the whole month of. They do understand the moon, when the moon appear. So they have the ghost month where they bring and they celebrate all these food festivities that offer to idols, offer to the so-called to the god. The meaning is the ghost month, the ghosts will arise in the city. So if they are hungry to look for food, you need to feed them. Otherwise, they come to you and disturb you. So that's how the ghost month is termed in certain Asian country, right? The first day of the month and the 15th day of the month is also a superstitious month, where they offer money in paper money to the loved one in heaven or in the resting place. They offer those. They offer a house in terms of the cardboard house. They offer a Mercedes Benz or Rolls Royce. They think that they can offer them good life, the car, the money to the resting place, so that the loved one can use it. So thank you.
Thank you, Sifu. Amazing.
So that I can get one.
Oh, there you go.
What you need is on passive.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, thank you, Sifu. All right, next we'll go to, this is 58 different people, or the same people, but 58 of you have now spoken on this. I'm keeping track. Go ahead, Pedro. 58. Pedro, can you unmute?
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't hear you. Okay, thank you. I just wanted to say thank you, Francis, for confirming. I had a couple from China that were my friends, and I had asked him about the number 4 because I had heard it before. If you make any businesses with Chinese people, and let's say the price of a house or whatever is like 400 or 400,000, it includes 4s. They don't want to do anything of business if you include the 4 because of the superstition. So that kind of you corroborate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You learn much when you really hear other people saying things that you have heard, but when it's confirmed, then you know. But I didn't know about the 8, so that is a new thing to me, because I don't believe in good luck, like I said, but that 8 to me means means a lot. 18. I have a system of adding numbers. So that was very revealing when you mentioned 8 and 18 and 28. And that was a new thing to me. But thank you so much for confirming the number 4, because now I know for sure. I know the sound of the 2 words for 4 and death is the same, very close. And that is the reason why they think it's a bad luck, because death, the sound of saying death in Chinese is almost the same as saying number 4 in Chinese. So that's why the superstition come from. They don't want that because it sounds like dead. So thank you for clarifying.
All right, thank you for that. Let's now go to Pat. Pat Green.
Rob, I have a question.
A question, go ahead.
Yeah, for Francis. Francis, so for example, now they don't want number 4. So if a child is born like with the age, are they not celebrating if they are 4 years, 14? Like they have to pass that number, or how do they do with when you're growing up? Because like that 4 is gonna be there on, or if you are born on the 4th. So how are they dealing with that?
I think that there is always a good and bad part of a tradition or superstition. You know, like if your child is born on the day of the 4th day, the parents will treat the child badly. Or they will offer the child away at birth. That's what happened in China, you know. But they also believe in the first child should be a boy. If the first child is a girl, either they throw it away, or they kill it, or they donate it to somebody else. Now, it's either, there's always a good and bad side, you know. So tradition or superstition sometimes it's not a good thing, you know, right? So you have even like in Hong Kong, number 9 is a very auspicious number. Number 9. That's why you have this city called Kowloon. Yeah, is 9 dragon. Loon is a dragon. So now dragon is also a very it's like a god in Hong Kong. You know? You cannot score something about dragon. The 2 things important in Hong Kong superstition is water and dragon. Water is money. Water in the culture is money. When we talk about water, we talk about money. In Ampesi, we talk about apple. You know, and the Chinese say, "What apple are you talking about?" We talk about water. Water is money. You know? Right. So in Hong Kong, because of the casino is so popular there, you know, so water is a very dedicated words to use. You know, do you have water? For example, in the restaurant, the sales the waiter cannot anyhow reply, say we don't have water. You know, he will get a slap with the customer. You know what you're talking about. You know, it's a bad luck talking to the customer like this. You know, so number 9 and water is a very important words in Hong Kong. In Singapore, probably not so strong. Right. Thank you.
Thank you for that. And now we'll swing on over to. But first, before we swing over to Pat, you'll be next, and Pat, Carmela, and Mel is just got. Lynn showed me a text message from Vavine Benny, our friend from Papua New Guinea, who lives in Australia with her husband. She just said that as young people wear ball caps in the house, it's going to cause baldness at a young age. Well, I was bald at 26, so I guess that's very true.
She said, if this is for men only, they say if you wear caps inside the house or in the shade frequently, you will be bald at a very young age.
And right that is. All right, let's go back to you, Pat.
In my town, on the way home, we usually drive over by some railroad tracks, and we invariably see a black cat. And I'm always telling my husband, I think they're pretty, you know. I think they have their own uniqueness, and I just think that they're pretty. You know, I don't worry about, you know, if a black cat passes your, you know, crosses your path, all that stuff. I just think they're pretty and unusual animals. So I like watching them. So anyway, I just thought I'd clear that up.
Well, it's crystal clear now. Let's go Carmela and then Mel, please.
In the Jewish tradition, number 18 is it's in the letters of the Jewish is Chai. Chai mean alive. So when we are going to a wedding and we have to bring money, we give Chai shekels or Chai dollars, or it means 18. You give 18 or 118 or 1,800. This means bring a lucky. Chai mean alive. So this is the tradition of the Jewish.
I'm well familiar with that one. Number 18. All right, thank you for that, Carmela. Let's go to Mel.
Superstition. Number 13. Why is there no number 13 floor or the 13th floor or 13 anything? Like, why is it an unlucky number? That's a big superstition everywhere, really. Number 13. So I don't know of an apartment building if the 13th floor. Does anybody? Number 13, 1-3.
Yeah, some buildings have floors.
In Israel, the 13 is a lucky one.
Oh.
Okay.
I noticed some buildings have the 13th floor and some don't. So I don't know. I think it depends on the owners if they believe in that subscription and superstition.
Yeah, it depends on the developer.
Okay.
But in Singapore,
and look at what's being posted there now. Friday to the 13th. That's an unlucky day. And you know, myself, the number 13th is always considered as bad luck. And I remember back in the day when I was 19 years old, and they had the first draft for the Vietnam War era, and myself and a lot of freshmen in college, we all gathered in the TV room because they were going to actually have a lottery on television and pick the numbers for the draft. And if you were 19, you were worried about that because you're going to find out what number you were going to get as where you would fall into the possibility of you being drafted. And I remember that my number, when it got picked out, when they announced the numbers, my number was number 13. And that was not good because that's a pretty low number. And that meant that you might have a good possibility of definitely being drafted. And, you know, anyway, so 13th is an unlucky number.
Let me comfort you with 13. In the Chinese, 13 is like what the Sister Camilla said, is life. 13 is life. 14 is bad luck. So number 13, when you say to the Chinese, is sure live. Sure life, huh? Sure live.
Shortly live. All right. Well, thank you, everybody there. Let me take a little scroll down memory lane here and see if there's any other hands. I see Mel. Go ahead, Mel.
No, I'm sorry, Rob. It's supposed to be down. Let me put it down.
I put it down. We're good.
Thank
I
you.
didn't want to miss you. I've been known to miss you, so I didn't want to miss you.
I'm going to say something about Friday the 13th. That is my lucky day, even though it's a bad day. Anytime Friday the 13th comes, I try to go to the bank, and whatever I ask or request from the bank, I get it. So Friday the 13th, I make sure I go to the bank to get whatever I want.
All right. Well, Friday the 13th is lucky for some. That's good. That's good. Thank you, Rita.
Bring it on.
That's patience.
Oh, that was patience. I'm sorry. I'm not looking at the screen. I'm trying to go by voices.
The voice.
We've
Okay.
now had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 36, 59, 61 different comments from you guys here, plus what's in the chat. The chat is blowing up both on YouTube and here. Right now we have, let's see. Oh, goodness. There's 38 watching now. There was 58, but we're at 38 watching on YouTube. And 58 here. That makes 96. Not too shabby, everybody.
Yeah.
96 tonight for Superstition Sunday. Is today Sunday?
Today is
Sunday.
Sunday.
Superstition Sunday. All right.
Very nice. And the chat is wonderfully active tonight. I appreciate you guys. The YouTube chat also is very active. It's just wonderful. So Angie Lynn says, my birthday is on the 13th. So it's lucky. Good one.
True. All right, let's go to Greg Hill. Greg, you're next up on The Price is Right.
And also, Surita is asking in the chat, my question is why number 13 is considered unlucky? So anybody know that? Chime in. It's a good question.
Okay.
Go ahead, Greg.
Sure. Thanks. These are really, really great. I mean, it's fun to listen to them. Although I'm not one of these kind of people that believe in superstitions and stuff, and I don't believe in good luck or bad luck. But there's a song out there that, and I'm sure, Rob, you probably know this one. But it is actually, I shouldn't probably ask to play it because John Barilla this might be kind of fun for John Barilla to sing. And I don't know if you know it or not, but you remember the show, and I know John. You got to know this, John. You remember the show Hee Haw?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so on Hee Haw, there was 4 guys on there that stood on stage, and they had the big old whiskey jug, and they sang a song, and it went, "Roomy spare, an agony on me. Deep, dark depression, excessive misery. If there weren't no bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Roomy spare, an agony on me."
Hee-haw.
Hee-haw.
All right.
It's funny.
That could be one for John coming up soon. That was Greg. Let's see where we're going, or we may be going signing. I'm not sure.
Any more?
That was Greg,
Any
so I'll take his hand now.
contributions? Did anybody figure out why the number 13 is unlucky? Anybody Google it yet to give us a background?
I thought somebody would do that. I could do it real quick, maybe. I don't know. Let me try.
Okay. Any more hands to share your superstitions or superstitions you know about?
Well, let's see where we're going next.
Oh, what happened to your screen?
I don't know. I didn't click anything.
Oh.
I'm refreshing now to see if it'll go back to normal.
Oh, your screen got dark all of a sudden. And
It won't go normal.
See, the light is on.
And can I make just a quick comment?
Yes, go ahead.
Go ahead, Dave.
Well, I have a way of counting numbers. And one example is that Michael Chata, he is a 444. Yeah. And I always tell him 3 times 4 equal 12. 1 plus 2 equal 3 for free for thee and for me. So I constantly put that in because I actually have develop a system of counting numbers, and this is to double check large figures. If you want to come up with a summary of what number is, let's say you do the summary twice, and if the final number is 1 through 9, it can be 1 through 9 depending you add all the numbers. If it does twice, you know that you type all the numbers correctly. There is no chance that you made a mistake. So I have a version for 13. 13 is a version of 4. You are 1 and 3 is 4. So you're like Francis Tay was saying that in Chinese, 8 is a good number. And then he says 18 is also a good number because it has the 8 and so forth, similar to that. But to me, it's an exact math. And I'll demonstrate that later whenever we have a chance. But for now, 13, it has, to me, it has changed. It's another 4. It's a different 4. It's not the same 4, but it's a version of 4. Just to say. I'm sorry. I didn't want to detract you from what we're doing.
Thank you. I'm going to the chat, pick up a few comments there. And I see that Auntie Lynn, she says, I'm old enough to remember hee-haw. Well, so am I, Angie.
Yeah.
And John too, right? John.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, John.
Yeah, I was going to say I found it. If we're interested in it, the lucky number. I mean, the unlucky number 13. It's considered unlucky because of 2 famous dinner guests associated with it. First of all, the 13th guest to arrive at the Last Supper, Judas Iscariot. Judas, he betrayed Jesus, and that led to his crucifixion. And then again, the 13th guest to arrive at a dinner party in Valhalla, Loki, that's the character, I guess, Loki, tricked another attendee into killing the god Baldur, causing the world to plunge into darkness. So that's the 2 reasons I got when I searched for it.
Thank you. And I now see that Don Swihart said in the chat, Judas, the apostle who betrayed Jesus, was the 13th guest at the Last Supper. So she had that information as well. Thanks. Thanks for that, Don.
I don't know what's up with my screen.
You're back to okay? You're okay now?
No.
I say your images are too big. You can maybe go to view at the very top, you know, where there's view.
Oh, okay.
And then zoom, maybe zoom to first. Make it smaller. Zoom out, I think it's called. Zoom out.
No.
Or zoom in then. It's the other one.
Same thing. I did both.
One makes it smaller, one makes it bigger. So that made it smaller, right? Do zoom in again and again and again until you see.
Okay.
So he wants to see what everybody, he can't see everybody. Is it getting better? Or is it going the other way?
I don't know.
Just look and see.
It's going the other way.
So to go the other way, whatever way that to make it smaller.
I'm going to log out.
Okay, he's going to log out. All right, in the meantime, is there any more hands raised? Anybody else want to say something? We're good? I don't see any hands raised. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to go to Deb. Deb, she is ready to teach us, and what's cool is that she selected words related to our topic tonight. So pretty cool. So she's going to be teaching us full moon, salt over shoulder. She's going to teach us devil and myth. She'll teach us old wives' tale and walk under ladder, lucky pennies, lucky horseshoes, Friday the 13th, knock on wood, broken mirror, good, bad, and ugly. So we'll put it on side view, and Deb is ready to roll. Look for her. Oh, she'll be in the middle. I mean, in the center, so it's fine. Keep muted, everybody. Keep muted, okay? So her image stays on the screen. Thank you. Go ahead, Deb.
Okay. Hello. I just kind of jumped in late and watched what you said fast. Okay, you're all talking about superstition. It's part of your imagination. It's not on the list. I thought I'd show you superstition. Suka. Okay. We got full moon. Full moon. We were talking about thought. Just go to the left side. Left shoulder. Go over the shoulder. Thought. So. Devil. Devil. You could use one or two hands. Devil. Moment. Devil. Myth, I'm not sure. It's part of the story, but I spell it M-Y-T-H. Old wives' tale. Old, well, wait a minute. Old wives' tale story. Old wives' story. Walk under the ladder. Walk under the ladder. I don't do it. I go around. Lucky pennies. Lucky. Middle finger. Lucky pennies. 1 cent. Cents. Lucky pennies. Lucky horseshoes. Lucky horseshoes. Lucky horse. Horse has small ears. Horseshoes. Friday the 13th is my daughter's favorite thing. Not me. Friday. That's Friday in circle. Friday 13. Like 3 fingers. 13. Knocking on wood. Really have to find wood. Knocking on wood. Like knocking on the wood. Knock, knock, knock. It's another superstition. Broken mirror. Cracked mirror. Broken mirror. 7 years of bad luck. They always say the good, the bad, and the ugly. And you said black cats. Black cats. Another one is ghosts. I like that one. I love ghosts. That's it.
All right. Thank you. Maybe pick a sign.
Way to go.
And we will pick a picture. Which sign that's easy to see? Let her pick. Good night, Frank. Frank has to go. And Deb's list of her signs is in the chat, in the webinar chat. It's also in our messenger group for RobLynn Live, if you want to look at what you just taught. Right, here we go. Back to Deb. Is she here? Oh, Deb, hello. Which sign? Moon. Okay, this is moon. All right, the letter C, because it's the shape of the moon, right? The crescent moon. Moon. All right, we'll be ready for a picture now. Anybody who wants to be in the picture, turn their camera on. Esteta, Christian, Onyeloni, Sitaram, David Switzer, Franz Martin Lynn, Angie Lynn, Pedro. Anybody want to be in the picture? We'll give you a few seconds to come on camera. Okay, here we go. Let's count on the count of, I will count to 1, 2, 3. I will take the picture. 1, 2, 3. Full moon. Right. You're not quite on camera yet. Your video's off.
I'll take a look at this. I can't put my video on.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm saving the picture. Okay, so now I don't see any more hands raised, no hands raised, so we will go on. Thank you, we took the picture already, Rita. Were you in the picture, Rita? Were you in it? Oh, okay, good. Okay. Oh, my husband's in his video's on, working fine. That's good. We see you. So,
I didn't touch anything.
it was when you came back in. It was odd.
Like this.
Oh, okay. Oh well, we're okay, Kun. We're gonna go. Let me bring in Clover. Kelly's coming in now, and we're gonna have John sing. Is John on camera? Where are you, John? Uh-oh. I don't see John. Anybody see John? He may have had to come back in. Maybe he. Yeah. Okay. Good.
I got knocked out, but I
Came back in. That was fast. Good job.
yeah. Are you calling on me? Is it my turn?
It is your turn to sing.
Well, I was hurrying too. When I tried to come back in, I went, oh my goodness, they're probably going to be calling me any second. And of course, with my bad luck, talk about the number 13, whatever. I said, oh my goodness. So anyway, if you don't mind though, we didn't have to talk about superstitions. I feel like we couldn't have the song, the theme song tonight, because I had a technical difficulty or something. If you don't mind, real quickly, I'm just going to sing it for us, which I haven't done for a while, but I'd like to do that. Okay?
That would be awesome.
And this doesn't count as my song. I'm going to do a song. I'm just going to do the theme song for us right now.
All right, we got it.
Okay, here we go. There is a show. There is a show. There is a show we all love to go to, RobLynn Live tonight. There are two hosts. They are the most, I gotta say, they're not too shabby. They ain't crabby. It's the RobLynn Live right now. Updates, panels, info, fun, variety talk show. It's the one, like on Passive. It's delicious. It's on Passalicious. You can get anything that you want at Ashmafara's restaurant. Oh, RobLynn Live. It's the show that we all love to go to. RobLynn Live right now. Woo, doggies. Okay, I changed the ending a little bit, but what the heck? I mean, that's for Rob always going, woo, doggies. Anyway, I just thought we had just do it real quickly because I thought, wait a minute, but this is what I think the only night we weren't able to have it, and why not go ahead and sing it real quickly? So anyway, now clear my throat, and now we have a song tonight that, again, I always like it when there's something to say about the song, of course. So tonight I'm going to do a song I'm sure, well, I always say everybody's going to know, and I keep forgetting it. My era, you know, maybe some younger folks might not know the song "Born to Be Wild." It was actually, it was recorded by Steppenwolf. They were like one of the first heavy metal kind of rock bands back quite a while ago in the 60s and early 70s. And anyway, so we're going to do "Born to Be Wild." Now, the interesting thing about "Born to Be Wild" is it's a song written by Mars Bonfire. How about that for a name? Mars Bonfire wrote "Born to Be Wild." And it was first performed, of course, like I said, by the band Steppenwolf. And it was often invoked in both popular and counterculture to denote a biker appearance or attitude. You know what I mean by motorcycle biker appearance or attitude. And it is most notably featured, and this was kind of interesting, is in the film Easy Rider. And I know that movie really well. That's, again, I don't know how many folks remember that, but what a great movie that was. The movie Easy Rider, which was, it was about two biker guys, kind of hippie biker guys back in the 60s, 70s. And it was directed by Dennis Hopper, who was an actor at first, and he started when he was like a young guy, a teenager. He was actually in Rebel Without a Cause and a whole lot of movies, not as a star back when he was younger, but he was in a lot of movies, and he became a film director, and he directed and starred in the movie Easy Rider with Peter Fonda, Henry Fonda's son, who was the star with Dennis Hopper. They were the two guys, the two biker guys in the movie. And now the interesting thing is, Born to Be Wild was not just in the movie, but it was the opening theme song for the movie Easy Rider. It was the two bikers, Dennis Hopper's character and Peter Fonda's character. They're riding their motorcycles through the I think it was Highway 101 in California, with the mountains on one side. You know, that's a great highway if anybody knows it. If you're ever in California, you can drive it from Northern California all the way down through the state. And they're riding their motorcycles. And the whole song of this song goes all through that whole sequence. And then it shows like the who's in the movie, who directed the movie, and all that stuff as they're driving their bikes. So that's what this movie's song is most noted for. It was the theme song of the opening of the movie Easy Rider. So good. All right. Now, am I still on? Okay. I hope so. Okay, that's working. It looks like my sound's there. Let me just check my sound, because you know how we've been cursed lately. Let's just see. Good. Boy, I'm glad about that. Okay, so we should be ready. So here we go with Steppenwolf, their song, Born to Be Wild. Wild.
All right. All right. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. Let's take a peek, make sure there's no other hands. And then I think we're going to say a fond farewell, good evening, arrivederci. Let's see. Okay. Looks like we're all clear, so to speak. And I'm sitting over here next to Lynn because my computer was doing some strange things. So I'll work on that tonight or tomorrow. It's not a big deal.
Picture with the I love you sign.
All right, picture with I love you. Here we go.
Everybody, this sign, international sign for I love you. Everybody knows this by now. Don, can you do that? Come, I love you. Mel, I love you. All right. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Now. All right.
All right. Well, again, tonight was a banner night. Well over 100 folks between all the platforms, especially O Connect. And thank you, Carmela, for putting up that background. Looks like a couple of old fuddy-duddies. And tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, we're going to be doing another one in our series about appearing cultural, appreciating cultural, appreciating cultural diversity. Tomorrow night's topic will be sayings.
So in other words, in your culture, there's sayings that guide you, right? In your culture, they say, don't do this or do that, or, that I think will be very interesting. So be thinking about what your culture says. I mean, what are the things, the themes or the values of your culture?
All right. On that note, we're going to say a good night to everybody. We'd like to thank everybody in the chat, both the chat here on O Connect, the chat in YouTube. It was flying. It was over 400 on YouTube chat. So that's good stuff. And a similar number, I think, if not more. Yeah, that was total chat.
Yeah, 38 still in our YouTube chat. Very
still
active.
38 there, so very active. And we'll see everybody tomorrow night. Tomorrow daytime is a Monday Fun Day with Red and Jane. Just check your listings for anything else you might be interested in. There's usually well over 40 different webinars and chats. So rather than mention a bunch of them, we just mention the one, on Monday for Red Redfern and Jane Redfern. So.
And I'd like to take another picture because I see Chris Tuzan came on and Saidul Sheikh is here. Saidul, we're glad your camera came on. I know you were trying to get your camera on. So let's go ahead.
Ma'am.
Let's welcome.
Namaste, namaskar. Sir.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes. Lots of love to you. So let's go ahead and do another
Namaste.
picture. Saidul, copy. Same this. Saidul. Yes. Okay. Thumb, yeah. And then we're gonna take a picture. One more picture again. Got Chris here. Good. And Francis is on now. Awesome. 1, 2, 3. Now.
Hello, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
Hi, Saidul. We're happy you're here. You have a lovely smile. You brighten up the room. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. I've saved some pictures. Those pictures are going to go into our messenger group, RobLynn Live Messenger group. Thank you.
All right. So we said a few thank yous there. We're very appreciative everybody came tonight. Great topic. Talking superstitions. Tomorrow night we'll be talking sayings. What's
sayings in your culture?
Yeah.
What are the things you grew up with? What you've heard as a child and you grew up with? And that should be very interesting.
All right. So check your local listings in the back office for anything else you might be interested in. And we will see you mañana, or actually today in some areas of the world. And you know the drill. Salute to all veterans, military. Salute to all active duty military. Salute to all first responders. And here it comes again. Salute to every one of you for being here. Thank you, and thank you.
All
Good
right.
night.
Good night.
Good night,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye. And you.
Goodbye.
Thank
No
you,
Night,
John.
everyone.
bananas.
It was
No
a pleasure.
bananas. No bananas.
Good night,
All
David.
right.
Yes,
Bye,
gifts.
bye, bye.
Bye.
We should, before we forget,
Great performance,
Oh,
John.
yeah.
Good
Tomorrow
night.
night is actually going to be gift night
Wala ka
with
dali.
the gifters. The Great Hill. That was my mistake. Things will be the following. Tomorrow night we're going to work with Greg on making a gift, the how-to. So sorry about that, Greg. I didn't have my notes.
Okay.
Okay, Auntie Lynn, I'm gonna play
Okay,
a
like I
video.
was saying.
okay,
Oh, okay.
okay, so let's all watch the video before
Okay.
we end. Go ahead,
Yes.
Chris. Thank you, Chris.
Just to test
Yes,
the live
yes.
stream while video sharing. Okay. Here it goes.
What really?
It's just 1 minute and 45 seconds.
Yeehaw.
Okay, click the blue button to unmute. For the voice. So we still may make a comment. I don't know until it's 2 hours.
20 minutes.
Yeah, so it's going to be the topic anyway.
Okay, that's about it.
Diversity with saying. So we'll combine the two, and that should give us a nice 2-hour program, which we'd like to do.
So if you guys want to learn how to make GIFs, GIS, come to the show because you'll learn how to do it. I'm really excited about it. Yes. Who is Christian?
Yeah.